to imagine that with all this particular hype, one would have thought there will be no problems with this forthcoming event, which stars the former royals known as Harry and Meghan. Their stardust truly now failing to sprinkle on any event that seemingly they're attached to. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Oh, it's getting to winter biting now. Lots of people, by the way, are asking me, Neil, where's your coat, where's your scarf, where's your hat? Don't worry, it's in the bag with my flask. Yes. On a serious note, it's very kind that you're concerned. I take it off for filming simply because of the microphone. And you know when you have one of those coats that sort of makes a lot of noise when you move, you know what I mean? The waterproof rain things. You've got to be careful, you know, you just, it can be, yes, well, we'll just leave that word there. Just, it's not a nice sound, is it, you know? But don't worry, but thank you so much for your concern and your kindness. I do get the hat on. Don't we all look daft in those woolly hats, though? And you just ruined your hair. I know, dreadful. Nobody looks good in winter. Have you noticed that? We all sort of look like we should be on a skip or on a bonfire when we take our hats off, don't we? What do you mean it's just you, Neil? I'll be telling you off later. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This really all centres upon the fact that it's the forthcoming event next month, the Ripple of Hope Awards, which has had, yes, incredible amounts of PR. The one thing I would say about an association, you know, with Harry and Meghan, and I truly mean this, is that you do get some publicity, albeit good or bad, you know. When you think about it, you know, the things that they've associated themselves with, Spotify, Netflix, Penguin Random House, all of that sort of stuff, you know, they've got publicity and people do have short memories, you know. I'm not saying I'd rush into a bookstore simply because Penguin Random House wasted so much money on Prince Harry, but nonetheless, I'm now fully aware, of course, of that company, or indeed Spotify. Can't be bothered with that though, certainly not downloading that. But more importantly, the bigger situation now for the Ripple of Hope Awards is this, and you're hearing this first, an exclusive, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, because they will come back and say it differently. But trust me, it's not selling. You know, it's not a sellout. Now, the bigger problem is this. You could say it's a cost of living crisis. Award ceremonies, particularly over in America, a tenner penny. The seemingly a tenner penny over here. I mean, you know, everybody now seemingly needs an award just for turning up to work. A round of applause for crossing the road. You get the picture. But on a more serious note, they would have hoped that everything would have become an instant sellout. Now, they're basically claiming, the event's organisers at this stage, that of course, you know, there will be late bookers. People are organising diaries, moving forward, that sort of stuff. But say 18 months ago, 2 years ago, wouldn't this have been an instant sellout? Or is it truly all down to a cost of living crisis? There are seats available for $1 million if you wish to be on the top table. Now, I don't mean to be unkind, but when you think about it, a few years back, Meghan would have been the person trying to pay to attend an event to sit near someone like Prince Harry. How times have changed. She's now bagged the main prize, absolutely. But seemingly, now not everybody wants to pay to sit near her, or indeed the former royal known as Prince Harry. Now, obviously, they can do lots of things to make it look a successful event. Naturally, much of the media are going to be banned from that. But what I've just been told is the media could, in fact, be lifted to make sure that they get the maximum publicity out of such an event, because it's highlighting exactly, apparently, what the awards are about. More importantly, though, is it truly highlighting the fact they desperately need those tables filling? Either way, it's going to be interesting when all is revealed next month at the Ripple of Hope Awards. And as ever, we'll be there to bring you all the latest. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.